Hey, what's up, everybody? Figure for my second feature this evening, we'll do a little Legend of Zelda. It's a 1986 game. It takes place in the land of Hyrule, and you are a boy named Link who is trying to save the Princess Zelda and the land of Hyrule from Ganon. This game, I cannot say one bad thing. I will not say one bad thing. This is one of my absolute favorite ass games. I remember being a little kid wanting to play it, but my older brother hijacked it and he played the shit out of it. I watched him. And when he got done, after he beat the game, and he moved on to something else, then I started playing it. It was originally released on the Famicom in Japan, and it was released here in July 14th, 1987. They've been many ports of it. GameCube did a multi-disc. There was a promotional disc. It had Majora's Mask and this and a couple other games on it. And the demo, I think, of Wind Waker, actually. So I'm not going to sit and talk everybody's ear off. I'm just going to sit back and get a little nostalgia and play some Zelda. As you can tell, I'm starting over. I've heard people come through and say that they can go through this whole game without ever even getting a sword. I'm not that brave. I will not go alone. I'll get my little wooden sword and whoop some ass. Yeah, this is still, like, even playing this just takes me back to being a kid. I love it. It's probably been 20 years since I've raised this up to play. So I gotta knock the dust off. Ooh. One thing I do miss is when you get the boomerang, you can stun your enemies. I'm not buying anything. I got one piece of gold. No rupees. I said this game paved the way for many great games. I mean, this is still undisputedly one of the best damn games that was ever released on the Nintendo, in my opinion. It was so popular, it even had cereal, dude. It had cartoons. I mean, it had everything. Yep. And a lot of newbies, you can tell, always got things backwards. Alright, I better get my ass off this bridge. They always thought Zelda was the name of this guy. That is not Zelda. That is Link, the hero of the story. Zelda is actually the princess whom you have to save. I mean, you have these awesome ass dungeons. I mean, the farther you go, the harder it gets. You got bombable walls. They've even made homebrews of this game. Let's see, let's knock these guys around here a little bit. I need that heart for sure. And you do have a certain amount of time to get to it. Oh. Alright. So I got my keys, I got 2 of them. As you can tell, this is the first dungeon, level 1. See how easy your enemies here are. A few years after they released this one, they made The Adventures of Link, Zelda 2. I was not... I treat video games back in the 80s like I do, you know, sequels and remakes to movies now. I'm just not a big fan. Zelda 2, again, was very beloved by a lot of people. I just didn't care too much for the gameplay and the style of play. It was a very bland. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, here I gotta get me out of here. It was a very boring, bland game. Rambo, which I do not own, and Zelda were identical. It was just very boring, very bland. It was hard. I mean, I think it was damn near downright impossible. I need a heart. I'm not gonna make it. Okay. Make sure this thing's not gonna backtrack on me. I gotta get some health. Perfect. Let's see, I need that. I need that. One thing I've learned playing this game, don't chase anybody. Let them come back to you, because if not, they double back, and you will get hit. And right now, I do not want to get hit. Oh. I gotta do it. I gotta go. Me and my little janky shield. Oh, no. Like I said, another cool thing about this game is it was the first one that had built-in memory to it. In 1986, we had video games that had built-in memory. Remembers your name, remembers everything. And how it does it is there's a tiny little battery inside that game. I've seen some of them damn things that last this whole time. The one that I have is the original battery, because when I got the game, I opened it up to clean the pin contactors in it, so I didn't get the blinking red light and blowing the cartridge, you know, all that fun shit from back in the day. It was the original battery from its release, and it's, as you can see, it's still, shit, does its job. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that shit was unheard of to us kids back in the 80s. I mean, your game has a damn memory. Like, that's the shit. Stopwatch. I'm gonna blow through these guys. I wanna get my ass up there and get my boomerang. So I'm just gonna bypass these little shits. Alright, here we go. Oh, nope, more little shits. I mean, I can honestly say I'm glad that I grew up in the age and time that I did. I mean, shit, dude, we had all the cool games growing up. We had arcades. The first game system I recall playing was the Atari 2600. I mean, we had ColecoVision and all that shit. But the one I remember most was, 2600, naturally. Alright, here, you guys are kicking my ass. There we go. Give me that. Bombs. But I mean, I'm glad I can say I grew up in the best age of video gaming. Don't get me wrong. You got the Atari 2600, 5200. Oh, shit. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's not the boomerang. It's that stupid ass bow and arrow. Alright. Yep, you gotta watch out when you start back up, because I'm sorry you guys have to listen to the sound of the beat, but it's just one of those things. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna be smart here and get my ass whipped again. And on that note, I'm gonna do a long play without my big mouth in it. But that will not be today, that might be tomorrow. So thanks again for tuning in. KetteringGamerGuy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe on my channel. And I'll keep getting you guys quality content. Have a good night. I'll see you next time.